ruined my life in 2 seconds.
After yet another dangerous crash at a State Road 70 intersection, what's being done to improve safety? Plus, several people have been shot near a Florida football stadium. What detectives say may be behind the violence. And the Florida governor race heats up when you can watch both candidates face off. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dwayne Lindo. Topping our news tonight, an increase of crashes has drivers in Myakka City on high alert. ABC 7's Erica Jackson joins us in the studio to share how transportation officials plan to tackle the problem. Erica?
Dwayne, thank you. People living in the area say enough is enough after a recent crash left a Myakka teen with serious injuries. That crash happened here at the intersection of State Road 70 and Verna Bethany Road, but many say the issue stretches along State Road 70 from 253rd Street all the way east to the DeSoto County line, and they say it's an accident waiting to happen.
It's just unsafe.
One car on one road changed the life of one Myakka City man.
Instantly, my family was gone from me.
Tragedy struck in the form of a Chevy Impala in October 2017. Ron DiNapoli's wife, Tina McHugh, and two daughters were driving along State Road 70 when a car hit them head-on near the DeSoto County line, killing McHugh and their oldest daughter, Skylar, leaving their youngest daughter, Ellie, trapped in the car for hours with serious injuries.
You only meet, I believe, one soulmate and have children in your life, and they're gone.
DiNapoli is still dealing with the emotional trauma 1 year later and has sent Ellie to live with relatives. But he's reminded of the tragedy on a daily basis, unable to step foot in the girl's bedroom and asking neighbors to take away the family's deflated pool to ease the heartache. He blames himself for not stalling his family that afternoon, but also points fingers at the road's distracted drivers.
It's just totally devastated my life.
There's definitely a speeding and a distracted driving problem.
Alyssa Gay's home sits feet away from State Road 70. She knows firsthand how dangerous it can be after witnessing the aftermath of Thursday's crash involving a Mack truck.
Looked out the window, saw Bayflight and first responders.
She partially blames the roadway at the intersection with Verna Bethany Road.
Visibility is a concern, specifically at the intersection. It's hard to see around some of the signage and when there's construction going on.
Locals say the rural area is filled with lots of traffic and needs to see a change right away.
Something's got to be done before someone else loses another family.
We reached out to the Florida Department of Transportation to find out what's being done to improve safety. FDOT says it's in the final stages of a speed study in that area of 70, which could lead to a lower speed limit. State leaders are also looking at the intersections with Verna and Verna Bethany roads and will coordinate with Manatee County to determine if they should make improvements in those areas. Dwayne?
Erica, thank you. This Tuesday, we are expected to get an updated timeline on when construction will be completed in downtown Venice. For months, businesses have struggled as the city updates sidewalks and roadways there. The new tentative schedule comes as a result of weather and unforeseen underground conditions. Currently, work is underway under the eastbound West Venice Avenue. That work is expected to end next month, right before work begins on westbound lanes. And as people across the Suncoast continue to rebuild after Hurricane Michael, the power is slowly returning. Also, today, 400,000 remain without power. That's a big drop from yesterday when 900,000 were still without power. 10 shelters remain open. The storm damaging or destroying homes, roads, public facilities, now leaving tens of thousands of people to pick up the pieces.
We're still alive. House don't mean anything. We'll build it back or bulldoze it, whatever.
Donations made to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office for hurricane victims are now in the Panhandle, making a difference. They are now working with the National Guard to sort through supplies. And we felt some cooler temperatures today if the trend will continue. Let's go to Josh Stone for our first check on your first alert weather forecast.
Yeah,
Josh.
Dwayne, I don't think anyone's complaining about this temperature right now. 84 degrees. We have a few clouds streaming on by in the sky. Dew point at 69, humidity at 61%. Winds, though, well, they're going to start to pick up as we go through the overnight hour. Right now, they're out of the north at 10 miles per hour, kind of the transition. And then we're going to see winds coming out of the northeast and then eventually the east. And then those will start to gust maybe about 20 miles per hour as we get into tomorrow. As far as radar goes, nothing to show you here along the sun coast. It's quiet. We have some dry air above us right now. The front came in the overnight hours. Now it is to the south, and dry air again settling in behind it. And so we're going to just see kind of quiet conditions other than the wind starting to pick up. As far as the overnight lows go, well, temperatures will start to cool down to more comfortable conditions to a lot of people. A lot of people embracing a low tonight of 67. We'll have a few clouds in the sky, but again, the winds will pick up. But it looks like this temperature trend of cooler temperatures will persist as we get into next week, and we'll talk more about that in the main weathercast. Back to you.
Josh, thank you. We now turn to a developing situation in Jacksonville, Florida. 6 people have been shot, 3 of them in critical condition. It happened at a laundromat around 2 p.m. this afternoon, just a half a mile away from TIAA Bank Field where the Jaguars play. No suspects are in custody. Some witnesses say it appeared to be a drive-by shooting.
At this point, we're investigating what may have led up to the shooting, including the possibility that this may be gang-related.
The scene remains active, so detectives can gather evidence. At this time, they believe the threat has passed. 30 people were injured late Saturday night when the floor they were dancing on collapsed and fell to the basement. As ABC's Maggie Rulli reports, it happened during a homecoming party near Clemson University, South Carolina.
A homecoming party near Clemson University in South Carolina turned into a terrifying scene.
As of right now, from what I know, they have 7 extra traumas, unknown how many other people the whole complex is collapsed.
Students were at a party in the clubhouse of an off-campus apartment complex, jumping and dancing on the first floor of the building, when the floor suddenly gave way, plunging everyone into the basement.
Started jumping, and we just, boom, all you seen was like black, really, like all you seen was just falling, and everybody's hand was already up in the air. By the time we got to the bottom, it was like everybody was piled up. Like, it was scary.
Cell phone video captures one man struggling to hold on to the floorboards. 20-year-old Raven Guerra walked off the dance floor just as it collapsed.
By the time I had put one foot out the door, I felt that something was weird, and that's when everyone just collapsed and the guy behind me disappeared, and everyone was on the floor and people were screaming, and there was wood sticking up from the floorboards.
And I had my hands up in the air, and the next thing you know, all I could see feeling myself is just falling like this.
First responders rushing to the scene.
There are many fractures and broken bones and lacerations. It could have been a whole lot worse. There could have been entrapments. There could have been deaths involved.
Clemson University President Jim Clements tweeting this morning, "Our entire student support system will be available for any student impacted." Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
A Florida man is dead tonight after leading police on a high-speed chase. It happened in South Florida. Police say Michael Sardinas of Hollywood, Florida, fired at an officer. He led the authorities on a chase on Florida's Turnpike. The chase ending only when the driver turned the gun onto himself.
As he pitted the car, it went into a 360-degree spin, and before it hit the guardrail, the gunshot went off inside the car. And when it came to rest, the suspect had what we believe at this time is a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head.
Sardinas was on a felony release from prison and is listed as a high-risk sex offender. In less than 2 hours, Florida Democrat Andrew Gillum will square off with Republican Ron DeSantis. It's the first debate of their high-stakes gubernatorial race. As Matt Lupoli reports, the debate coming one day after President Donald Trump and Gillum exchanged jabs on Twitter.
The president, checking in on Florida's governor race in a tweet Saturday, put more support behind Republican candidate Ron DeSantis. President Trump promising DeSantis will be, quote, record-setting, and saying Democratic opponent Andrew Gillum is mayor of, quote, one of the worst and most corrupt cities in America. Gillum, in a post to Twitter of his own, defended Florida's capital.
Again, lying on me and on the city of Tallahassee. I don't expect much more or anything different from them. And in fact, you all shouldn't expect anything different from Ron DeSantis.
Look, I'm not a big Twitter guy. I don't do that type of stuff.
At a campaign stop in the Villages, DeSantis was pressed by reporters about the president's tweets and their effect on his campaign.
Well, I think I'll be judged on my own record, and my record is really unimpeachable.
These are two guys who have no relationship with the truth.
With the election just over 2 weeks away, the latest polling data in this race has the two candidates virtually tied.
I think that my record as a prosecutor supporting our men and women in law enforcement, we will have safer communities if I'm governor than Andrew.
I believe that we will win, and we're going to do it by getting out there, giving people a reason to go out and vote for something rather than against.
CNN will host a 1-hour live face-to-face between the two candidates. It happens tonight at 8 p.m. A reminder for voters, early voting in the November 6th general election begins Monday. That's for people living in Sarasota County. Early voting will run from Monday through Saturday, November 3rd. There are 6 locations throughout the county you can vote at. We have a list on mysuncoast.com. Early voting in Manatee County begins Wednesday. It also runs through November 3rd. Now to developments in the investigation of a Washington Post journalist killed inside the Saudi consulate. The official Saudi explanation has changed once again. The Saudi official now tells ABC News there was a physical altercation, not a fistfight, when Jamal Khashoggi tried to leave the consulate and call for help. That's when he was put in a fatal chokehold. President Trump has finally cast a little doubt on the Saudis' version of events, telling the Washington Post, obviously there's been deception and there's been lies, but he is not ready to point the finger at the Saudi prince, telling the paper, nobody has told me he's responsible.
I think we can see where this is headed. Ultimately, the president is going to accept the crown prince's denials, but it's hard for me to imagine that these orders would have been carried out without the knowledge of the crown prince.
The other big question, where is Khashoggi's body? One Saudi official tells ABC News that evidence shows Khashoggi's body was given to a local cooperator for disposal. Given by who or disposed where, we don't know. Still to come here on ABC 7, keeping our Suncoast beaches beautiful. We'll tell you about the partnership expected to ease erosion on Manasota Key. Plus, the free aviation program that has Suncoast kids shooting for the skies.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare.
You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
As early as this Tuesday, Sarasota and Charlotte County commissioners may approve funding for beach renourishment on Manasota Key. Charlotte County is expected to lay out $72,000 for the joint project. Sarasota is expected to pay Charlotte back later. The move is expected to save both counties in the future. The project is needed after Hurricane Irma critically eroded the Barriers Island shoreline last year. The Charlotte County Animal Shelter is suspending all dog adoptions and intakes. That's after 3 of the dogs it brought in from storm-ravaged areas were found to have distemper. Canine distemper is a very contagious and deadly disease. It's caused by a virus. However, it cannot be spread to humans or cats, and that's why cat adoptions will not be impacted. A nationwide program now operating in Venice is helping kids and teens take their curiosity to new heights. Volunteers with the Young Eagles program took more than a dozen kids nearly 2,000 feet in the sky in the small aircraft over the weekend. The program teaches kids ages 8 through 17 about the world of aviation, hoping they will one day land a job in the industry.
We're just giving them the opportunity to get in an airplane and see what it's like, and hopefully maybe direct them to an aviation career.
The Experimental Aviation Administration offers those flights to kids free of charge. We have information on how you can register on our website on mysuncoast.com. Great program there. Josh?
Seems like it. Yeah, good day for flying, right?
Of course.
And, you know, today was pretty nice, a little bit warmer than originally forecasted, but we'll take it because now temperatures are going to be cooling down to more comfortable conditions. A lot of people I know will embrace that.
Very
definitely.
cool.
Let's check out the beautiful sunset that is happening right now. And we had a few clouds today, but all in all, a very nice day, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Not much going on the radar right now. It will be quiet throughout the evening and into the overnight. A little bit of dry air coming in behind this cold front that came by in the overnight hours of last night and early this morning. Right now, temperatures are in the low 80s and upper 70s inland, so cooling down a little bit quicker inland for right now. And we're in a transition. The winds are coming in from the north, about 10 miles per hour right now, but as we go through the overnight and into tomorrow, we'll see the wind shift be coming from the northeast and then eventually the east. And we'll show you this on this graphic here. It's going to be a little breezy later on tonight, and then as you see into tomorrow morning for your morning commute, about 17 miles per hour sustained with those higher wind gusts, and that will persist into tomorrow afternoon. Then by tomorrow night, looks like we'll start to see those winds subside. As far as our high today, we topped out at 87. The average right now is at 84 degrees, but looks like as we go through the next few days, our highs of the day will be more average-like, and no rain to speak about. Headline, so breezy tonight and into tomorrow. Let's go back to that graphic one more time. And as we get into our next week, seasonal temperatures for the next several days. In fact, some temperatures during next week will actually be under the average, so it'll be a little more tolerable and comfortable for a lot of people. And then the rain chance does increase as we get into Thursday night and into Friday. So what's going on is we had the cold front that came by in the overnight. That's now south of us, and a pressure gradient starting to set up here. Area of high pressure to our north and northeast winding around clockwise, and it's constricting the winds. Winds will be coming out of the northeast and then eventually the east, but those winds are going to start to intensify, and that's why we'll have the gusty winds as we go through later tonight and into tomorrow. But like I said, tomorrow afternoon things start to wind down and the winds will start to subside as far as the gusty winds. Dry air coming in as well, so no real issues with rain in our forecast over the next several days, but that changes as we go into the latter part of next work week. Well, the tropics are quiet for the Atlantic. Where it's not quiet is over here in the Pacific. We have a major hurricane here. This is Willa. You can see the buzzsaw shape to it, has quite an eye, and this is heading actually right towards Puerto Vallarta as it swings around to the north and then back towards the northeast. Category 3 major hurricane, pressure at 963, and it's moving very slowly to the north, actually up to the northwest, and then eventually it will swing back to the north and east. Not affecting us, but a lot of people do have friends and family that do vacation Puerto Vallarta, so that could cause some issues there. Easterly, northeasterly winds at 15 to 20 knots for the boaters tomorrow. Seas 2 to 4 feet with choppy conditions in the bay. Overnight low tonight will be very comfortable, 67 degrees. But again, the winds pick up later tonight and tomorrow it will be breezy. 85 will be our high. And that's really where we should be for this time of the year. You can see this cooler temperature trend continues throughout next week. And then the best chance for rain Thursday night into next Friday. Back to you, Wayne.
Josh, thank you. And in health news, a new study shows fitness is not only good for you, but it leads to a longer life. In today's Health Minute, Kim Hutcherson explains how those with a sedentary lifestyle are at a 500% higher chance of premature death.
So you don't smoke, stay away from junk food, and don't have any serious medical conditions. But are you exercising? That could be the most important factor in living a long and healthy life. The notion that a sedentary lifestyle is bad for you has been around for a while, spawning adaptations like standing desks and even treadmills at workstations in the office. But now, authors of a study published in the journal JAMA Network Open found avoiding aerobic exercise and fitness is actually worse for you than smoking, diabetes, and even heart disease. Researchers studied just over 122,000 patients who underwent exercise treadmill testing between 1991 and 2014 to chart the mortality benefits of fitness and exercise. The results were shocking. Ultra exercisers, or the extremely fit, weren't putting themselves at a higher risk for death due to excessive workouts. In fact, researchers found quite the opposite. There's no limit to the benefits of exercise. They also learned just how bad a sedentary life and being unfit can be for you. Those who performed poorly on the treadmill had almost double the mortality risk as someone on dialysis. The good news, though, is that anyone, no matter what age, can start walking or running to a longer life right now. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
That's a look at your health news. We'll have your box office hits next. Stay with us.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gatto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gatto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gatto location near you or visit Gatto.com.
Gatto's got it.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
This fall, experience golf at a higher level, where the courses are exceptionally beautiful and incredibly challenging on Alabama's Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. Enjoy unlimited golf, including cart and range balls from $112 a day. Beautiful, deadly, irresistible. Is your game ready for the trail? Call 800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com for tee times and get your game on. The Trail.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
It was a monster opening for the latest installment of the Halloween franchise. It made about $77.5 million in its opening weekend in North America, the second best box office haul for a horror film ever. In second place was A Star is Born. It took in just over $19 million for a total of $126 million in 3 weeks. And Venom rounded out the top three. It made an estimated $18 million in the U.S., bringing its total haul to $170 million. Seems like everyone's going out to the movies these days.
I know, and I want to see that new Halloween movie. I remember the 1978 original Halloween was amazing.
Yeah.
So,
scared the heck out of me.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you tonight at 11.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
ABC7 News at 7 weeknights.